Hello, OPS families. This is Craig Steinoff, your superintendent, and I'm coming to you today to ask for your help and guidance in determining the outcome of our 2020-21 calendar, so the next school year's calendar. As you're aware, our initiative and shift from traditional based education to personalized competency based learning has led us to three initiatives for this year, and those three were to develop our Portrait of a Graduate, to increase and improve learner agency, and to improve family engagement. So as part of the push for improving family engagement, I'm asking for your input onto what the calendar should look like for next year, rather than us just making the decision and saying, here's what it is, take it or leave it. And we're doing so because we know that the calendar affects everyone. It affects your transportation, it affects your daycare schedule, it affects your work schedule. And so we want you to have input, and we want your voice to be heard on how our calendar looks for the upcoming school year. So a little bit about the history of our calendar. Our calendar this year and for the past 5, 6, maybe even 7 years has included 4 early outs. Each of those early outs has been 3 hours, and so we've had a total of 12 professional development hours that our teachers, our counselors, our administrators, sometimes our paraprofessionals are included, utilize this time to collaborate, to talk about and discuss what's working, what's not working, what we need to improve, and also to identify new things that we've learned in education and how we can utilize that to improve our teaching process for our students. So our proposal is for the upcoming school year is to transition from 4 early outs to 12 one-hour professional development opportunities. And we're open to those being an hour late start or an hour early out, but we would do them 12 different times rather than 4 times of 3 early outs. So the amount of time is still the same, 12 hours. We're just asking to chunk that out differently. And the reason being is that we've identified, because of this major shift that we're doing to personalized competency-based learning, the amount of time that we have in between our professional development right now is becoming problematic. We need to be able to get together on a more regular basis in order to continue the push and the initiative that we're doing, and able to and allow us to be able to be successful, and also to cut off at the pass when we have challenges with this process, and be able to not have to wait so long in between. And so that is why we're asking to shift from 4 to 12. You'll take a look at the screen and you can see the 12 times are identified on this calendar, and they are in yellow. So there's 12 boxes here, and as I said, they can either be late starts or early outs. Our plan for this would be with busing is that if we did a late start, the buses would then run an hour late. If we did an early out, the buses would then run an hour early. So they would correlate with what our time is for school to start and stop along that continuum. Now, the other thing we would like to identify is that we are willing to have kids be present during this time if they choose to be, for a late start or an early out. So if it does not work in the student's schedule to wait an hour later or to get out an hour earlier, we can accommodate that and allow the kids to still be with us in school. However, as I stated before, our buses will run an hour late for a late start. They will run an hour early for an early out. What I'm asking for you to do is I'm asking for your help. I want you to go to that link that was in the email that you received this video from and vote. It should be a very simple process. There's one question, and the question is going to ask you, would you prefer 12 late starts? Would you prefer 12 early outs? Or would you like it to be one of each. And we will utilize a simple majority from your vote and your voice to determine what our calendar looks like for the upcoming school year. Again, I thank you for your support of the Oaks Public Schools. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me via phone, via email, or stop in and see me. Thank you, and Happy New Year.